Hi, this is Mark Johnson, president of MD Johnson Inc. I've been asked to do a short piece on the buy-sell process and what I see as one of the bigger issues in today's buy-sell market. And I don't think it has much to do with the general market today, but in general, we consistently run into the same issue when we are doing transactions, and we felt this would be a good venue to kind of discuss that. So the biggest issue that we run into initially when we're either trying to buy or sell a dealership is a disconnect between the sellers and what the market requires from documentation. It's the preparation, the documentation that's required to do a transaction. It's all of the documents, it's all of the paperwork, notes, and detail regarding the facilities, the financial information, regulatory information, employee information, record storage. There is a myriad of documentation required to complete a transaction. And we've spent 16 years as a company helping dealers get through this process. And so we consistently see the same issues over and over again. We train very, very early on with our clients to understand what you will be required to produce, how you will store it, who will access it, and how it really controls the process of getting a deal done. We use a data site, which is an electronic way to house documents. We don't actually move any documents physically in any part of the deal. All schedules are downloaded and printed and attached to the buy-sell. So, when we sit down with a client, we first talk about the roads or steps to the sale. And early on in the process, we really start coaching them about the types of documents that they'll need to get through the process, what will be needed to attach to the buy-sell as a schedule, what a buyer will look at in due diligence. And it takes a number of people, a number of weeks inside a dealership typically to accumulate everything that is necessary to even give a buyer a decent look at what the store can do, what it's been doing, and to get them comfortable with completing a transaction. So just like running an automobile dealership, every year more documents are required to complete a car deal, to work with lenders, to work with your floor plan lenders or with retail lenders. The same thing that happens in the buy-sell market. The paperwork required to execute these transactions continues to increase. The lengths of the contracts continue to increase, especially with all the facility issues. And getting those facility documents are typically one of the first things that buyers are looking to take a look at. So that would be my initial thought on what a buyer could do to really get himself a jump start or herself a jump start in getting their transaction done in a timely manner. It's documentation. Most sellers don't want to go to the expense of an environmental assessment or an appraisal. The problem with not doing an appraisal ahead of taking your dealership for sale and also not doing an environmental assessment, you become subjected to some risk regarding how long your buy-sell may take to get to closing, and the longer your buy-sell takes to get to closing, the more opportunities there are for leaks. We have a euphemism, time kills deals, a long time kills all deals. So if you can do a phase one, if it calls for a phase two, do a phase two so you don't have surprises about environmental conditions you may not know about. And by the way, these environmental conditions continue to be tweaked. So what was okay 5 years ago as a parts per million for some sort of a chemical are not okay today. Same thing with the appraisal. Most people don't want to go to the expense of a $5,000 or $6,000 commercial appraisal. They want to subject it to appraisal at the buy-sell. By the time you have a buy-sell and then you subject it to appraisal, you could spend $50,000 or $60,000 in legal fees, only to find out that you're not willing to sell your real estate with what its current appraisal is. So knowing the condition of your property from a physical standpoint, knowing the condition of your property from a valuation standpoint, can save you a significant amount of legal fees and literally can take 1 to 2 months off of the timeline it would take from execution to closing if some sort of environmental condition is discovered. So I would strongly recommend that you get a big jump start on understanding value and understanding the environmental condition of your real estate.